Gonna get started any moment now. Okay. You're not making sales in your business, and there are big reasons for that you need to fix today. And I'll tell you what, you probably already know what you're doing wrong, or that you're doing something wrong. You're just not exactly sure what it is you're doing and how you're going to fix it. So today we're going to talk about packaging, and why the way that you package your product or your service is essential to how much you're selling. And you know, it's funny, I'm just coming off of sort of planning this video, and my wife's at the front door. A couple guys knocked at the door, and they're selling something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but she told me, she's like, it's something about life insurance. They're talking about life insurance. Evan Carmichael, good to see you. There's no value prop in that, right? Like, oh, life insurance, it's commodity. Everybody needs this. But what if they had packaged it as a life empowerment plan? No, this is not insurance. This is a life empowerment plan, and we just want to have 5 minutes of your time, and we can talk about it. Okay, so today I want to talk to you guys about packaging your products and services. Now, what you're going to hear from me today is really ideal for someone who is in a service-based business like Jeffrey Eatley. Jeffrey Eatley is selling photography. If you've got questions about how this would apply to your business, let us know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. If you are a lawyer, if you have a retail shop and you're providing services to people, this is really going to apply to you. This can apply to products as well, okay? And I've had phenomenal success applying what I'm going to teach you today to products, because I started in product back in the day, right? When I lost my job at like 28 years old, #1 in sales, by the way, #1 in sales, and fired because my boss came up to me and he was like, hey, you know your biggest account? We're gonna make that a house account now, because we don't like the way you've been operating with it. And I say, hey, why don't you? I set him up with an 800 number. All this great stuff. I was moving into the online space with them. They didn't like that. I was moving too quick, you know. And so I told my boss where he could shove it. And I was promptly fired, and probably like I deserved it. Viper, what's going on? Good to see you. Got to hang out with Viper over at Vid Summit. Okay, so I started in packaging my products, right? I used to sell stun guns with my dad online, and I got fired from my job. My dad's like, hey, we started an online store selling stun guns. Why don't you come build that for us? So I did, and I did very well. And you know what we did? We started packaging, right? So instead of selling a stun gun to one person, we were selling like the postman package, right? Get the dog alert, get the stun gun backup, and then a baton for the car, right? We were selling more products to more people. And I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about that right now. By the way, if you're just joining me and you're not following me on social media, would love for you to subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you want to, follow on Instagram. How do you like that, baby? Amazing, amazing special effects for today. Now I have to figure out how to go back. Got to go back to it. So let's talk about it. So the first thing, when it comes to packaging, there are two. So it's packaging is what we want to talk about here, right? Packaging. And there's two things that you have to consider. #1 is internal. Okay, and #2 is external. And we'll talk about what those mean. So the two things you have to consider when it comes to packaging is your internal value, right? What is a sale? Jeffrey, are you listening on this? By the way, we do have comments. We are rocking comments. If you guys are out there, say hello. Good to see you guys out there today. So look, your internal value, how much does this need to be worth for it to be worth your time? Okay, and how much do you need to make every month? That's a big thing. So let's say you're trying to increase sales by $10,000 per month. That's your goal. That's the value that you need to get from your sales in order to feel like you're moving the needle. Tony Jacobson, great to see you. Thanks for logging in. If you guys got questions, comments, let me know in the comment section. Evan is asking about the Ultimate Warriors packaging, and I'm going to leave that question for you guys to ponder on. So if you got 10,000, there's basically two ways to make that kind of money, okay? Number one is you have a $100 product, right? And then you've got to sell how much of that to get to 10,000. Number two is you've got a $1,000 sale, and you've got to move that. You've got to sell how many of those to get to 10,000, right? So what's the answer? If you're selling your product or service for this piddly, wasteful $100, waste of your time, money. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, no, if it's low price, right? Maybe you've got a shake. Maybe you're selling an MLM shake, or, and it's like $60 a month, or a package is like $60 a month. You've got to think about packaging that better, son. You got to package the shake with the Sparklets juice things, and then a monthly consulting call to get that number higher. Okay? If you're selling a $100 product, you got to sell 100 units to get to $10,000 a month. Think about how many people you're chasing after. Think about the type of person that you have to convince to spend $100 with you. What do you know about that person? You know that they don't have $100 handy, right? You know that they're not dying for your product. If you're selling them $100, my friend comes up to me and they say, hey, Owen, I got this new thing I'm doing. It's $100. I'm like, dude, here's $100. Right? Give me 3. That's not because I'm super successful. It's because $100 is $100. $100 to help a friend out. $100 to help a cousin out. To be that guy that actually helps them make their first sale. Get them to that next level in your life is worth $100 to me. Right? If you're trying to sell someone on $100, you're talking to the wrong person. Wouldn't you much rather put that energy, okay, into selling 10 people a $1,000 product? This is a better use of your time right here, you see. Okay? So you've got your internal value. You got to look at how you're selling the thing, how you're pricing it. Okay? In order to meet your internal goals, right? Sell for more money. Sell less product, less units for more money, okay? That's number one. Now the next thing is your external, you guessed it, value. Okay? Now your external value is the value that you're bringing to the marketplace. This is how people come to see your product and your service, and this is where I think so many of you are messing up. Like the chiropractor, you're selling chiropractic over and over and over again. You're selling, like monthly visits, and that's not what the customer's buying from you. Your client, if you're a chiropractor, your patient is buying pain relief. Your patient is buying digestive relief, fibromyalgia relief. So you've got to be positioning your package in terms of what it is that they're seeking from you. So you don't want to sell. You're working with this is for chiropractors, this is for attorneys. Okay, this is any kind of doctor, dentist. This is going to work for you. Okay. Now everybody's a little bit different. You got compliance, I get that, but just work with me here on the way that you are teaching your team, or you yourself, your owner-operator, pitching these clients. Okay, so or these patients that are coming in. Somebody comes into you for knee pain, right? And then you try to sell them monthly consultations. They're going to go home. They're going to think about it, right? I'm going to go home and think I'm going to discuss this with my wife. Right? Because I'm not sure how much money I have in the bank. Let me go check my account, right? Everybody knows how much money they have in the bank. Plus or minus, $1,000. Everybody knows. So what went wrong there is the way that you were presenting your external value to that client, right? They saw monthly consultations. They saw you trying to build your business, okay? When instead you need to sell them the knee relief package program, the knee pain relief program. This is designed for you, customer. This is designed for knee patients, for knee pain patients, because I understand your pain. And here's what you need. You need something different. You don't need to come in here and be racked and cracked like somebody with lower back pain, because you're special. You're a knee pain patient. That's why we've put together the knee pain package. What? Wow. You have a knee pain package? You're the guy. You're just right for me. You see where I'm going? Jeffrey Eatley, let's take your business right now. Photography, right? You're probably selling hourly photography packages. Or you're billing by the hour. Somebody says, hey, we want to work with you. And it's like, great, I do this and I do that. Let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong in the comment section. You know, as a photographer, you've got to put together like the Instagram branding package. Right? And the Instagram branding package, what you're able to do there is sell them on, you know, 2 half days. 2 half days in 2 locations. And if you book today, you get a 3rd location for free. So now it's 2 half day shoots, you know, one next week and the one the week after. This is great because now you can do cleanup, right? It's like, hey, there's some shots that we missed the first day. You actually have a chance to go through the first half day. And instead, right, of trying to sell them like on a full 8 hours, full day package, you sell them 2 half days, right? And this is just an example of how you could be packaging your hours, presenting them to your clients in a way that makes more sense to them. Sell them a solution to their problem versus like, you know, keeping it consistent with your what you're trying to sell them. So those are 2 different things. Now, here's another big thing for you guys, right? What I'm about to write right now, this changed my business because I was tired, guys. I was working my fingers to the bone day and night with my family at home, growing up without me. So what happened is, back when I started, okay, what I was doing is I was selling videos door to door. Some of you guys know this story is I was about to graduate college, and this is when I was 30 years old, went back to school after I got fired from the radio station, started working in online product sales using video, right? I decided I would sell video to you know, the people in the local business community. I could easily make a video for like a coffee shop. In fact, that was the first coffee shop right there on like 7700 in Salt Lake City. So I go out there, and I'm selling videos door to door. I'm knocking on doors. Hey, you want to do a video? You want to do a video? You want to do a video? And I'm selling this service over and over again, and I'm making money, but I'm working a ton. How many of you guys are selling a ton, but you're not, you know, you're not enjoying the life? You're hustling for it every single day. No rest for the weary, right? Sell more videos to more people. That's it. That's it. Here's what I was doing. Selling 1 video to 1 person. And what does that equal, folks? A big fat 1, which might as well be a 0. It means no leverage. It means no time. Okay? Happy Trails Hiking. Man, you are the perfect. So Happy Trails Hiking is just logged in. For those of you guys watching the replay, we got a live chat happening. And I'm going to be wrapping up soon. I'm trying to keep an eye on my time. I'm trying to get to 20 minutes. We got a few more minutes left. Okay? She's saying no rest. No rest. Right? You're the perfect example. How are you packaging your hiking programs, right, so that people are wanting to get them and they're going, that's exactly what I'm looking for. You can sell the same exact thing to 10 different people 10 different ways just by changing the title on a Word document. You know, by doing a find and replace. Find and replace, right? If you call everything the XYZ package, and then you meet somebody with knee pain, you go into a Word doc and you find and replace XYZ package with knee pain, and boom, the whole document changes, and now it speaks the exact language that your customer is looking for, right? So you're selling 1 thing to 1 person equals 1, right? Now, this is where everything changed. I began to offer multiple videos to 1 person. Multiple videos to 1 person. And here's how that worked. Instead of saying, I'll do a video for you, because that's what I was selling. I'm selling video. And I'm saying, hey, will you buy this thing I'm selling? Instead, I'm saying, hey, will you buy this thing you need? Right? I'm saying, you need, right, I'm going to this customer, I got my video on me right now, and I'm saying, hey, look, what I want to talk to you about is a social media video package where we'll create you a promo video for your store. We'll create you an intro video for your Facebook page, a trailer channel for your YouTube, and then 2 additional product videos. We'll make your first video today, right? Happy Trails is saying, I love it. We'll make your first video today, right? Or you've got to put a down payment on it today to get that deal. So now instead of selling 1 video to 1 person, I'm using the same logic, the same energy, and now I'm selling 5 videos to that 1 person, and I'm 5xing my price. Right? Now instead of 1 video for $100, piddly money, no adult out there should be working for $100 a sale. Especially if you're not a baller. Or especially if you are a baller. And some of you guys know if you're ballers. You know it because you got that thing inside you that says, I'm legit, but things aren't working, right? I know I'm amazing, but for some reason I can't get past this mark. If that's you, you need to subscribe to this channel because we're all about you. We're all about up-leveling you. If you're not at 100 grand, it's getting you to 100 grand a year. And if you're at 100 grand, we're going to 2x, 3x that. All the way to $1 million, baby. So then what's the next thing? Selling more videos to 1 person, and then, get this, selling multiple things to multiple people at one time. This is where everything changed in my business. Too many of you are spending your time and energy to get 1 lead in. When what you should be doing is getting in front of groups and talking to groups about your packages and what it is that you sell. And I can't even just, this is always how I operated, guys. It was, even as a young kid, you know, as a young kid, we were very active in our church as a kid. And I thought of this idea called the Odd Jobbers. I was like 12, no, I must have been like 14 years old. The Odd Jobbers. And I wanted, me and my brother and a friend, we were going to do some like odd jobs for people, and we were going to make money during the summer that way. But you know, the guy at the church said, you could put this on the bulletin board, and I was like, no, I want to come talk to the ministries. I want to come talk to like all the elders at one time, right? Now, fast forward into my life, I'm selling videos, I'm making a name for myself, and I get a call from a guy named Jeffrey Gitomer, who major sales leader. If you guys haven't heard of Jeffrey Gitomer, somebody you need to check out. Says, hey, I've seen your stuff. I want you to come do a webinar with me, right? And I think when he said webinar, there was like there's this big assumption that Owen knows what that means. He knows what I had no idea. Like I was like, yeah, sure, we'll do a webinar. You know, 5-6 people. You know, and at the time I was selling video, guys. I was selling videos. So I'm on the plane. I'm headed to Charlotte to do this thing with him. And I get note that there's going to be 300 people on the call. So now I'm thinking 300 people. How am I going to sell video to 300 people? What am I going to say? How do I? And then I thought, wait a minute, say 300 people from all over the country. I can't produce video for that many people. How am I going to? I'm in San Diego. How am I going to produce video for someone in Ohio? I didn't have that, right? So I had to sell something differently. I had to package it differently. So what I did was I came up with a digital course, and right there on the plane, and I sold lots of things to lots of people at one time. So when I went live with that course, it was like, I'm going to show you how to make your own video, how to hire your own videographer. And you see what I'm doing? I'm taking one video. What was one video? I'm turning it into multiple things. How to hire a videographer, the 10 shots that every business needs, how to shoot the interview. And I'm packaging all of those things together, and I'm selling it to multiple people. I made $15,000 on that webinar, and it changed my life. So I want to ask you right now, if you're a chiropractor, you know, why, and you're spending all this money on AdWords for bad leads, and if you're a realtor, you're spending all this money on Facebook, and it's not doing anything for you, why would you do that? Right? Versus, you know, going to groups of people and pitching them in groups. Why not? Okay, so if you're a chiropractor, why not go to an adult fitness class and offer like free adjustments while you're there, or at least free advice. You know, have you guys ever been in the same room with a nurse, right? Someone's like, well, I'm a nurse. Watch that person. My sister's a nurse, right? Lots of nurses in my family. So whenever we're around, people are always asking her, hey, will you look at this for me, right? So imagine being a chiropractor and you're like, hey, I'm here to give free advice, wellness, nutrition for anybody here that wants it. And people are coming up to you all night, you know, from this adult karate class because they're getting hurt and they're getting, you know, or, you know, adult fitness class. And now you've addressed a whole group of people. If you're really smart, you have an email marketing campaign, like a video campaign set up, right? So as soon as you meet people and say, you know what, I got a whole video series on this. What's your name? I'll send it to you. You name an email, boom. You put them into your email autoresponder program. It auto-responds their first video and they're in your system. Where else could you go to PTA, talk about child, go to the PTA and talk about a child fitness and health, right? Wellness, get in there with chiropractic at the end. E for electric is just logging in. E, great to see you. E is a host, and he is like a TV personality. We've talked a lot offline about packaging and providing, even if you're in his position right now, instead of selling, you know, I'll host one event for you, send the client a bigger package. Send the client I'll do, you know, 6 events this year for one great price, right? And you've changed the game there, because now you just locked down for yourself. You didn't just sell yourself on one gig. You sold yourself on gigs throughout the whole year. And the rest that you get, the break that you get from trying to sell little tiny products, one-offs to people, when you could be selling more. So look, if you're not packaging your deals correctly, you're leaving thousands on the table. Dan Norton, it's good to see you. You need to rewatch this because I made this with you in mind. Guys, am I way off the mark here? I know I'm not, because I've made so much money doing exactly, this is what companies hire me to do. I come into these companies and they're selling these packages, these one-off products, and they're atrocious. They're atrocious. So what I do is I recraft them, we create videos around it, and we sell the heck out of it using, I'll show you this, using this model right here, the video sales funnel, right there. Content videos, commerce videos, down to a page where you get a name and email, and that's where you turn them into clients. So I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section right now, and would love to hear from you. Let me answer this question real fast. Jeff is saying, how do you deal with the fact of travel, that I am in Louisiana and people are everywhere? Well, first of all, Jeffrey, you got to be like going to places in Louisiana. You got to go to the Chamber of Commerce, my man. You got to go to BNI, and BNI may not let you. You have to be a member. Go to the Chamber of Commerce in all your surrounding areas and say, I will do a free photography session, and everybody will get one professional headshot, and it's free. And what you do is you come in and you present to them on packages. You say, here's what every business owner needs. Every business owner needs, one, a thumbnail package. You need 25 thumbnails, so when you do videos, you got professional images the way. You need an Instagram package. You need, you know, 52 weeks in a year, you need at least 52, maybe 104 photos twice a week that you can say it. And you need can you do video, right? You could say, and you need a promo video. These things for you. Now, I gave you all the tips and all the secrets and everything that you need. I also offer a package where you can do all of this today for $997. Think about it, you know, and we can do that in 4 payments of 200 or something like that, man. Like, dude, it's so like, boom. What else? You know, it's all about getting out there. It's not about what do I do, it's how do I do it. Happy Trails is saying, I always leave these streams with so many brainstorms. I love it. E for Electric has a great question. I will answer you in a different thread because it's unrelated. Thanks, guys, for watching. Kathy, you just logged in. You need to go back and watch this. This video was seriously made with you in mind. Guys, I love you. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Actually, hey, before you go, should you watch this video right here? I want you to watch this video right here. Continue your education on video sales funnels and selling more and how it all works. All right, great. Talk soon. Bye, guys.